This is Sepak Bola Api, or the fireball game. It's played in Indonesia and is one of the ways that the people of this country welcome the month of Ramadan. Transworld Sports head off to find out more about this unique game, and we strongly advise that the uninitiated don't try this at home. It's claimed that not one person has suffered a single burn during the games that have been played here. Before the encounter begins, fireworks are set off in a spectacular, not to mention ear-shattering display. The ball is made from coconut fibre and is doused in diesel before being set alight. The game loosely follows the regular laws of soccer, with a referee controlling play. Heading, chesting, throw-ins and tackles are all allowed. On this occasion, the game is watched by over 10,000 spectators. Once again, it passes without incident, and there are no reports of any visits to the local burns unit. When the match ends in a draw, the outcome is decided by penalties. The winning team celebrates their victory as the curtain falls for another year on this truly incredible Indonesian game. The Izmir Derby pits the city's two biggest clubs, Karşıyaka and Göztepe, against one another. Although the teams currently play their football in the second tier of the Turkish league, the animosity between both sets of supporters has seen the derby become one of the most notorious sporting encounters in the country. On the day of the derby, Karşıyaka supporters fill the district's main thoroughfares in preparation for another eventful encounter. Whilst many Karşıyaka fans may have enjoyed watching their arch rivals languish in the Turkish amateur divisions, the majority are happy to have Göztepe back in the First League for the first time in 7 years, so that this great sporting rivalry can be resumed. During winter, football in Mongolia moves indoors, but that's not the case in Hujurt. Even in the harshest of conditions, the game is played outside. Ekembaya Damnin-Suren resolutely coaches his youth teams out here. The man known as Titem, or King of Football, buys coal from the local mine to mark out the pitch. The ex-army officer welds the goalposts himself, and with the help of pupils from the local school, Titem keeps the football pitch playable, whatever the weather. Titem originally formed a football team from the local school, recruiting just the boys in the class. But soon he realised that the girls were just as keen to play, so he set about creating a girls' youth team. Traditionally, girls here had not participated in any form of sport, and Titem was initially met with resistance from the girls' families. Yet the growing success of the team soon changed all that.
I decided to enter our girls' team in the national championship. The parents were unsure at first, but eventually agreed. At that first championship, we won bronze, and when the parents saw their children with their medals, they were so proud. Their attitude changed almost overnight, and the team has gone from strength to strength.
Transworld Sport first crossed paths with the Borroloola Cyclones back in 2009, when they competed at the Arafura Games in Darwin. Comprised entirely of Indigenous players, the team has since gone on to win the 2014 Cyclones Cup and enjoyed success at a national level. The Cyclones are currently coached by Mark Wakeling.
The boys were the first Indigenous side to play in the FFA Cup, which is equivalent to the English FA Cup. So all the sides in Australia that are affiliated can take part in that competition. And we went into Darwin and we played Hellenic, I think it was, and should have been 2 up, went down 7-0, but it was an experience. They've got boys in there that are getting paid for playing, and with us, we're limited competition. With the nearest town being 700 kilometres away, every time I want to go there, it's nearly $2,000. So we're a little bit isolated in that aspect.
High in the Peruvian Andes, over 3,700 metres above sea level, lies the small village of Churubamba. In this remote Andean outpost, people still live largely like their Inca forefathers did hundreds of years ago, with one obvious difference. The women of Churubamba have become enamoured of the beautiful game. The women of this community started playing football during the 1990s. It was around 20 years ago that the village gradually began to embrace some aspects of modernity, and football entered their lives.